Can you talk us through, from your point of view, I mean, not just the last couple of hours that we've obviously had an official release, but the year or however long it's been with this up until this point with Jake Lever?
Well, like any negotiation, it doesn't always happen straight away. There's ongoing negotiations between the club and the player and their management. So that's been occurring as the years go on, and then only in recent times, Jake's come to a decision, which is obviously extremely disappointing from our point of view, he's intimated he wants to go to Victoria. So now we negotiate with 10 Victorian clubs.
How long have you thought that was going to be the case? It's thought that you pretty well had told in August.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks. In the last couple of weeks, we've I guess where there's smoke, there's fire.
So how do you approach it from here, considering trade period opens Monday and there's a fair bit of speculation you've already got an asking price?
Well, from here, it's there's 10 clubs in Victoria, and we just negotiate with whoever's going to give us the best value.
Has Jake indicated which club he'd like to go to?
Jake has indicated that he wants to go back to Victoria. I think he's got a preference. For us, we'll do what's in the best interest of the Adelaide Footy Club.
So you're willing to play hardball?
We'll do what's in the best interest of the Adelaide Footy Club.
So he hasn't nominated the Demons as of yet?
He has. He's spoken to us about the Melbourne Demons, and we've in our discussions we just said that we'll talk with all 10 Victorian clubs and we'll do what's best for the Adelaide Footy Club.
Is there also Collingwood in this frame that they want to put an offer to you?
They have had discussions with list management. Yes.
What is your asking price?
Look, we're not going to go into the detail of the negotiation. That doesn't help the negotiation. All I can say is that to our fans and our members, that be rest assured that we'll do what's best for the Adelaide Footy Club.
Well, in terms of doing what's best, would you ever follow it through to that statement that if you don't get the right price, you're forcing through the pre-season draft?
I think that's a real possibility. I think as a footy club, we're in a good position at the moment, and I think that we'll take whatever measures deemed necessary to do, as I said, what's best for the Adelaide Footy Club.
Was it a simple case that you can't offer him enough money to keep him here? Is that the issue?
Yeah, look, it's in our discussions with Jake and his management, it was it's clear that he's happy with the Adelaide Footy Club, good environment and playing good footy here. His partner was happy, so it's pretty clear that this is a financially motivated decision. Is
that a case that you don't have the salary cap to meet the offer in Melbourne, or you don't want to pay that sort of money because of your system here?
No, it's a case of that we don't think it's fair on the rest of the playing group that we make him our highest paid player.
How difficult is that balance? I mean, it's become more and more something talked about in the last few years, especially with free agency and player movement seeming to open up. How difficult is that as in someone in your position?
Oh, look, it's a reality. I mean, it's a great system, the salary cap, because it creates equality. So it means that there's fairness across competition, and it leaves clubs to make decisions what's in the best interest of their footy club, and in the best interest of our footy club. We want to and we need to maintain a list that is competitive and gives us the best chance of success. And right now we've got a list that is evolving, and we need to make decisions that's fair to the rest of the playing group, so we can continue to improve.
There'll be the question asked of Adelaide. You tell me whether it's fair or whether it's gone wrong in this assessment that you keep losing players. Is that a fair assessment of where the list is at the moment, that year after year there's a player who falls off at Adelaide?
No, I think it's reality. I think it's 60% of the draft is from Victoria. So and if you go back and I don't know the exact numbers, but you go back and look at the number of players that have left the Adelaide Footy Club over the last 15 years, by how many are from another state, I think you'd find that it's not that great a percentage. So I'm very comfortable with the fact that we've got a good program, a good culture, a good environment. We had everyone that we wanted to retain this year has stayed on, apart from one player. So very comfortable with where we're at. And look, all of those decisions are you know, they're individual decisions. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Everyone's, you know, motivated at different points in time by different things, so you can't group them all together.
Does this now give you the capability to go after Bryce Gibbs?
Look, Bryce is a contracted player, and so we know, you know, that's the case with Carlton for the next 2 years. So you know, I'm not going to discuss a player who's contracted at another footy club.
Did you learn anything from last year's discussions with Carlton about how to maybe go about, now when you've got the cards in your hand, did you learn anything from them about how you might attack this trade period?
Yeah, look, I think you're always learning. You learn in this industry. You're always learning from the decisions you make, you know, previously, and from what you're seeing at other footy clubs as well. So we're always learning.
How does it sit with you that a third-year player can? I mean, we're at a point in AFL history where a third-year player can almost dictate a little bit about what's going on. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, we're not sure they can dictate, but it's extremely disappointing, as I said, that we've got a third-year player who decides that they want to leave our footy club and nominate another footy club. You know, that's what free agency's for. So, as I said, that's why we'll make you know, a decision in the best interest of the Adelaide Footy Club.
Brett, where's Charlie Cameron at in your discussions with you?
Charlie's a contracted player for 2018, and you know, it's. As I said when I walked in, we understand it's the silly season, and there's lots of rumours and innuendo at this time of the year. But you know, Charlie is a contracted player and a required player.
Has he declared that he wants to stay either, or wants to move on?
We have not had any information from Charlie otherwise.
And David Teague leaving, but is Josh Franco set to join the club?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's obviously David's been here for the last 3 years and been a great contributor to the Adelaide Footy Club. He goes home for family reasons and to be closer to family. And we bring in Josh, who's you know, a very highly respected coach within the system, and you know, former South Australian. So good opportunity for him to come home as well.
You played against Josh, haven't you? He wasn't always the kindest.
I played against Josh. Josh was a great competitor. He was a great competitor, and you know, very respectful of what he did on the field. He was you know, in those showdowns, he was always very combative and liked the way he played, and obviously you know, had a fantastic career. So you know, he's had a good coaching career at North Adelaide and Sydney, and you know, we look forward to him joining the footy club.
From a player perspective, the homesickness, is that somewhat of a cop-out maybe? Perhaps you're a highly paid athlete. I know it's different in every case, and you mentioned Jake's was financially motivated, but can being homesick be a bit of a cop-out for a professional athlete?
Oh, look, it's each to their own, I suppose. But it's, you know, we operate in an industry that's Australia-wide, and you join, you put your name in a draft, and you that's the system. You go wherever you're taken. So, look, I think we've got a good case in terms of how many people have stayed at the footy club, and that's what I'd encourage our fans and members to say: how many people actually stayed at the footy club, not how many have gone. So it looks part and parcel of the industry, and you know, it's happened before, it'll happen again. Like I said, we'll just do what's best for the Adelaide Footy Club.
If you can look 6 months into the future and say it'll go smoothly with Jake moving him on, you got someone in your mind who could play that position on the current list, round 1 next year?
Oh, look, I think Alex Keith, you know, has developed this year. You know, we've obviously got Tom Duday coming through as well. You know, so we've got some guys that can fill those positions. You know, Mitch Galvin can play forward, can play back. So, look, we've got some depth on our list.
What about Aaron Francis? Is he still tempted?
Not at this stage. We haven't had the discussions around that.